Very good. Enjoy the webinar, guys. No need yet. Just say hello first.
Hi. Hello, look.
Hello. Is everyone here? Thank
Cristy.
you for coming. Yeah. Today we're going to talk about journey from judgment to joy. Yeah. Is everyone here? Everyone fine and happy? Poor connection from the host now.
Yes, thank you, Cristy.
Can you hear me well?
Yeah, it's saying
Okay.
I can hardly hear you.
Wow, 1 second, yeah. Okay, yeah. So just wait a little bit, okay? Okay, 1 second.
Awesome. Loving technology. We're going to quickly hook up to another internet. That's better. Thank you. We're back. Thanks, Sylvia. So we're back. Technology is our friend. We've hooked up to the mobile. And yeah, let's try that again. Take 2.
Right. Are we recording yet? Yes, we record. Okay. Yes, we record already. Okay. We share screen, right? Or we
Yeah, go ahead and share the screen.
Go ahead and share screen.
Over here.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. We just cannot wait to see you. And this is our 12th session with all of you here. And I'm with you guys all the way through. I'm just not showing my face oftenly. Normally, I'm the chatter in the background. And thank you for coming. So where you guys from? And thank you for coming here. So thank you, Luke, for supporting. This is to Howard. He specifically asked me to put 5 amazing adjective. Yeah, so thank you, Luke, for the amazing, talented, supportive, and wonderful husband ever and partner for grooming all of this to us. All right, so this is to you, Howard, and to Luke Sawe for all of this. This is from our heart to you to talk about that. How can we develop the personal journey to the personal development and also into the business and life and everything. So where you guys come from, so just typing you, and maybe we can open the microphone for a bit and saying that hello to each other. Is that okay?
We've got India, Bangkok,
hello guys.
Malaysia.
From Malaysia.
Welcome everyone. Vietnam, India, Malaysia, Singapore,
Bangkok,
Krabi, and Cormac over here. Thank you guys.
Hello from Malaysia.
Here to the YouTube channels, and also you can rewatch it again. And I will type I'll type the link so you can access to us. Okay. 1 second, the chat one is...
Here, let me do it. Okay. Just keep talking, guys.
All right, okay, guys. So I'm gonna type back to the group chat, and then so you can do the... Hang on, 1 second. Yeah, so this is our YouTube channel and the group 60-second leadership. So whenever you want to join, we welcome you to join with it, because it's our heart and our souls to make the 2 channel for you guys to be a resource to access in any time and any way. So let's get into this one together. The journey from judgment to joy. Let's talk about the agenda today. Today, this topic is very, very dear to my heart, because of I actually coach for already over 10,000 hours, and I'm facing on my own journey and with the clients of mine that are having a little bit difficult or a pattern of judgment, which is we're going to talk there into with this topic today. So today we're going to talk about the concept that called perception is projection. It is one of the module in the NLP, which is we're going to talk today that how internal thinking affecting the external world of us. And the second one, we identifying pattern. This is more like my and a look and myself discovering that everything have patterns to the nature and to the habit, to the behavior, to the computer, to the flower, plant, and everything. If we can identify the pattern, we're able to increase our self-awareness, so the development of our own self is better. Okay, so the next one is identify what is trigger us. So be able to take it as an opportunity to grow. So the word trigger, what does that mean? So we're going to talk about that later on. The other one that it seems to be our topic today is just from freedom to self-judgment, right? So finding freedom from self-judgment, that is the detail, the context that we're going to do it together today. What you resist is persist. So anything in life that you resist is going to keep persisting in your life. So finding joy with the multiple perception, that is the last topic that we're going to see together. So this is all the background. This is all our 11th session that we've done already so far. It's okay. This is number 12 with this session. It's okay. Don't do that. It's just okay. All right. Sorry. So yeah, we're just trying to do our best to serve you. So this is number 12, and from judgment to joy. So let's begin. So Luke gonna keep answer whatever you guys want to know. So that's the previous link that we just pasted into the group chat. This is one of the group in Facebook called 60-Second Leadership. We post 60-second leadership video almost every day, and then we invite you all to post your tips and learn from each other that how you can develop your leadership together. Okay, so that is the link is in the chat. So let's begin with the definition of judgment. Judgment itself can spell two ways: Judgment or Judgement. Both correctly right. And English dictionary, this is from the English dictionary, they say that they prefer to spell like Judg, no E, Ment. That is according to the law policy. They use that word. Okay, they use that word. So basically the word judgment that we're going to talk today, it can wrote into two types, but if referred to the law, we have no G by the end of, we have no E by the end of G. Judgment itself, it is, by the dictionary, it is mean the ability to make a considerate decision in life, or known as the way to make the meaning of the evaluation of the evidence, have enough evaluation evidence to make a decision. So guys, judgment is the process of life. It's neutral, it's not bad, it's not good, it's the process of life. It's actually according to the psychology today, why do we judge? We judge because of the brain need to process the next thing. If we do not make the evaluation or considerate evaluation or information based, the brain cannot go to the next thing. So we make a judgment in order to go to the next thing and next thing. If we lack of the judgment, the brain cannot process, cannot use enough of neocortex, which is the one of the three brain that is have the power of analysis with that. So it is the capacity of the human being and other animal as well. So, but this is not a cause of biology. I'm not just going to go there. So let's do that. Judgment is good if we use based on the evidence and information to make the evaluation and make the decision process. So let's see the other word that is quite challenged, that we quite criticizing it, okay, about this one. The next one is judgmental. Of course, they use the same language as well. So can be G or can be not G. This is not according to any law, okay? So the word judgmental itself is a negative word to describe opinion or to someone who is often rushed to judgment without making enough reason to having a display excessive critical point of view. Okay, what's that mean? Have you ever seen anyone that working with the people that usually judgmental? Yeah, okay. Can you send me some chat or say that have you ever made a judgmental, which is a criticism and negative toward anything or toward yourself? Or have you ever worked with anyone or associate or being in the family that you receive the judgmental from them? If yes, type with me and saying something that you get it from what. So I have a couple of examples. Judgmental is the negativity opinion. How it come from? It comes from the comparison. If you're able to comparing things to another things that is better, good or bad, that is the judgmental, okay, with the opinionate. So for example, that somebody that work with the boss that often criticize you in the negative way. The boss is often say that you're not smart, you are a bit shy, and you should do this and you should do that, without enough evidence to prove that you are stupid or you're not good enough. Have you ever seen that in your life?
Yeah, meeting someone like that from family or workplace, they complain often. From myself, the judgment comes, and also myself.
Okay.
And yes, we encounter people like that. People use it to be humorous by putting others down.
Yes, some people using the judgmental to put the other down. You know that's why it's happened. It's happened like that because of in-depth down. They has the insecurity, so they have to attack other before the other attack them. That is the fear-based thinking. So we're gonna go deep down that what is the fundamental of thinking on the person that have the judgmental base. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so before the part that people can be judgmental because of we in NLP we have the technique called perception is projection. What we perceive inside our world, ourselves, is the way that we project it outside. So with this slide, they say that we look inside first because we perceive the world two times. We look inside ourselves first, and then we interpret to the outside that what kind of the world that what we want and what we see. So if our world is torture and ugly, of course, outside world will be ugly and tortured. So what do you think of the mind of people is have a lot of comment of judgmental? Do you think they have a good world or bad world? So can you share with me a little bit on the chat that what do you think of those people who have the kind of judgmental? What in internal world that could represent? Do you have anything in that? Is it beautiful or is it good to live in that body? Okay. No, okay. No, because of usually people that complain a lot or compare a lot. Do you think that they give themselves easy? Do they not actually comparing themselves in the back of their mind? If they compare other or give them a hard time, do you think how much they will give themselves a hard time as well?
It may be that they're used to it from others, like their parents, etc.
Yes, it can be from the parents and from the environment surrounding that repeat it again and again, and we will get detailer in that one. Okay, thank you for the opinion and thank you for the sharing. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Ooh. All right. Okay. So this is what is happening is from the right hand side is how others see you is not important, that how you see yourself mean everything. So perception is projection, is the way that your internal world. You see on the right hand side, just a little cat look like our cat at home. Okay, it's just a little one. But when he see himself, he see the lion in himself. Yeah, can you relate it? Have you ever walked into the office or into the network that people who is not okay, oftenly like as a woman or as a man, when you go to the networking, there will be a woman that walk like a, what you call, like a swan, and she own herself in the event that she looks so beautiful, she's gracious, and people drawn to her to talk to her a lot. But in fact, she wasn't that beautiful, but many people drawn to her a lot when the other person is more beautiful in terms of appearance, but the one that more beautiful didn't own it, didn't see herself as a swan or as a peacock in a way. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen or spot things like that? So please tell me that with your world, have you ever owned yourself and thinking and own yourself ever once? Do you have anything similar to that? Is there anyone? No?
Yep.
Okay, so what they say?
Yep.
Just yep, okay.
Sometimes, yes, yes.
Okay, so
Yes, lots of yeses.
yes,
Sometimes.
okay. And the other one is when you change the way that you look at things, the thing that you look at change. Okay, this is from Dr. Dr. Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer. He was the guru in terms of the spiritual and personal development, and is in the Hay House group. If you guys are interested to read further, go to the hayhouse.com, and then you can select many speaker, many good reading around that. So
a nice comment from Kerry here.
Yeah, from Kerry.
I find when I have done this, acted as the lion, I found myself to be more successful and with more ease.
Okay, so from Karen is just she or he just present that if acting upon this, that seeing ourselves as the lion, the result that produce is even more successful and bigger, more ease, and come to the flow and easily. So I like you to give this practice back to the day that you work operate. If you see yourself successful, the thing will be much easier. I mean, before, for myself, back then 7 or 8 years ago when I start coaching, I'm not even able to coach yet, but I keep seeing myself as a greater coach when I didn't have any hours, and I keep repeating to myself every day that I'm a great coach. I help and supporting people and helping other coaches to successful to deliver many things. And I keep believing that until nowadays I have over 10,000 hours. And we together with Luke and I, we deliver and coach and train students more than 1,000 people. Yeah. Yes, more than 1,000 people, including organization and individual. So it come from this first. It's come from internal side of us first, and then it will explore into the outside world. Okay, all right, so let's continue. All right, so through that, I like to give a little bit of brief about this through the way that we look internal with the self-worth and self-love. I always host the workshop that is called Empowering Women many times a year, and this is the 11th time coming in August 15 to 16, that is talking about self-worth and self-love and the way that to own our own voice. Today you just have a lady coming into me to unable to communicate with something that is important. It's not just the man, but if the woman in your house own it, things will be much easier. So let's see that if you love a woman or if you are a woman, just send someone here and then we are welcome. And I think by that time, everything will be able and allow us to see each other in person. So yeah, let's cross finger and hopefully that we can see in person, right? Yes, Julia, hopefully, yep, all right. So let's continue. Now, next one is the judgmental. Those who spend that time looking for faults in others usually make no time to correct their own, right? Because anyone that is spend time looking for fault outside, we lack of one thing without seeing ourselves inside, right? Is there anyone saying something? No? Right. No, nothing, right?
No,
Okay.
Very true, and my breakthrough recently.
Yeah. So sometimes, especially the people who perform leadership role, we often forget to look in ourselves because of we've been told to look to the subordinate to check that how things are and how they could be. So our focus is totally with somebody else, not with our own self. The way to develop and help others is to develop and help ourselves first, and that will oozing around the people around you. So that's from our experience for this period of time and our mentor as well. Okay, so nice side that is showing that you might become a judgmental person. So let's see that. This person is believed that everyone is out to get you. So normally people living in the fear-based or insecurity that everyone that is judging on them. So that is the perfect of perception is projection. What you perceive outside is actually inside you. If you see that people, that hotel, and that is actually judging me, so that is the time that you have to questioning yourself that are you actually judging other, or sometimes it's not judging other. You just give yourself a hard time. Never compliment yourself. It's judging that what's next, how can I do next, and never enjoying what success that you have. I have encountered a lot of clients in that way. So just don't forget to tap into your shoulder or other. Okay. So next one is just this person is expect other to be consistent at all time. Okay. So guys, is there anything in the world consistent all the time? Have you ever seen anything consistent in the world? Even computer. Even computer is unable to be consistent all the time, right? So how you expect human to be consistent all the time? Especially we have an emotion, right? We have the feeling. So the other one is struggle to see beyond the person's flaw. So what does that mean? Just some people, it just cannot let go of other people's mistake. Keeping going back, refer back to the past that because of this guy doing this, which is anytime that guy has already done that mistake 5 years ago, 3 years ago, or even 3 months, if they cannot, they have a struggle not be able to let go of the flaw. Is there anything I should know about sharing?
Chan says only change is consistent.
Yeah,
that's true.
That is very true. Chan says that the only true thing is change is consistent true.
And judgmental person sounds so definite. Judgmental is a symptom of other issues. Perhaps people are only judgmental for a time.
Okay, yeah. The judgmental people often say the opinion by definite. It needs to be this way, not that way. It had to be this way. It need to go turn right, or it need to go by plane. Cannot be anywhere. So you can traveling from one place to another place with so many vehicles. But if one person keep going that way, so that is the sign of judgmental person. Okay, and that person that is judgmental is easily skip to the conclusion because they cannot tolerate the whole process. They just want to make this one and then jump to the decision. How do I know that? I used to be one of them. And it's a very, very good process to do self-awareness. and acknowledge that bit by bit, and then seeing that what is inside us is actually outside, or what is outside perceived is actually inside it. So that is the way the process, through the process of self-development, we cannot forget self-awareness. To have a self-awareness, we have to aware of what we think, what we feel. That is the origin one. So just do that. If you catch yourself to think and feel, that is the first start that you should congratulate yourself a lot and tapping, or even hug or kiss yourself through the mirror. That is the good one to celebrate. Okay, so let's go with another one that this person is struggling, like we talked about that already, struggle to tolerate ambiguity and uncertainty. Ambiguity is unclear. Uncertainty is not certain. So these people is often name themselves as a logical one. It needs to be clear cut. It needs to be this way. It cannot be moved in this way. Or the length of uncertainty and tolerate is only narrow. It's not wide enough. Okay, is that some people face this pop into your mind during that we clarify this one? You are intolerant of people unlike you. Okay, this is a very challenging, that anyone that different from yourself, from that person's self, they're unable to tolerate. Like somebody who love music, love this kind of music, and if the other person didn't like this music at all, it's just like intolerant, like cannot accept it at all. Okay, it's very different from dislike. Dislike and intolerant is different story. Okay, if there's no patience on that particular person at all. Okay, right. So the next one is you are generally pessimistic about life. So people that are judgmental is usually think negative and pessimistic in everything. Almost like in NLP we call mismatcher. When people say something, they have the reason to disagree with that thing all the time. Like, I think this is white, and they often say cream, it's cream, and make a point, make a sound judging comment is very negative, very judgy. So that is the sign of a judgmental person. And the next one, almost on the last one, is just this person is always tend to believe that people are good or bad. It's just to the extremist for the judgmental, right? So they make things black and white, good or bad, evil and angel, like that, and based on their opinion, not based on the evaluation of enough evidence and information. So that's the difference between judgment and judgmental. So you need to know that judgment is the process of life, and the process of life is happen naturally for the brain to be able to function to the next thing and next best thing. If you are unable to judgment, that is not good for living the life. But judgmental is making the decision based on the opinions, not based on the enough evidence and information. I'm going to repeat it again and again so you can differentiate it. Okay, the last one of the sign of people that are judgmental is struggle to truly appreciate or see the beauty in others. Okay, if you see or get near with somebody that is unable to see the beauty of others, unable to appreciate, real appreciation, thank you, not for the sake of thanks and then got away, okay, but really true thank you. So that is the way of the sign of people who are judgmental person. So let's see that how, okay, let's listen to this video together, and I think it's summarize everything very good. Not working. Sound not working?
No, you'll just have to skip it. It should be working, I don't know why.
Really? Can you hear it, guys?
No, they can't.
Ah, okay. 1 second, let me see. No, cannot hear. All right.
7 ways to deal with highly judgmental people. 1. Don't take their words or behavior personally. This can be difficult, especially since we're not robots and are affected by people every day. But it's important to recognize that judgmental people aren't only criticizing you, they criticize everyone. In fact, they are most likely the hardest on themselves when they make mistakes or feel as though they aren't doing their best. Learn not to take their words or actions personally. It'll only bring you down even more. 2. Practice compassion and empathy. Keep an open mind about why the other person is being judgmental. Perhaps they are carrying an unbearable weight of their own criticism and self-doubt that they are projecting it strongly onto others. Remember, just because someone else is being judgmental doesn't mean you have to sink to their level. This is your chance to lend your support and help them escape the dark room. What's important is your ability to understand where they are coming from. You may not have control over what others think of you, but you have the power to be the better person. 3. See the child within them. When you're a child, you're still learning about who you are and the world around you. But when you're an adult, others often expect you to have all the answers. Instead of seeing someone's judgmental behavior as being permanent, realize that they still have the potential to grow as a person, just like a child. Perhaps they don't know any better but to form quick judgments on others. You can be the first to set a good example and show them what they are struggling to comprehend. 4. Focus on the people who love and support you. Why waste time mulling over someone's harsh and unreliable judgment when you can spend your energy on the right people who see the best in you? Ask yourself if you want that person to be an active part of your life. If you don't want them to be, then their judgments don't have to be included either. Don't lose focus on the bigger picture. There's still so much to look forward to. When you spend time with friends and close loved ones who make you laugh, you'll probably wonder why you were feeling so down to begin with. 5. Stand up for yourself and set healthy boundaries. You don't have to be brash like them. Instead, be the bigger person and establish your boundaries in a diplomatic manner. Start off with I and it statements. Some examples include, I appreciate your feedback, but I'm content with what I'm doing. It's important that I do this. It's helpful when I use this method. When you communicate with statements like these, it helps you approach the situation directly and lets the person know where you stand and what you prefer. However, if you start off with a you statement, you would only be attacking the individual and making accusations. This can quickly lead to arguments that deter from your problem solving. 6. Say thank you and change the topic. If the person seems persistent and set on their judgments, you can thank them firmly. This will help you remain polite, but also shows that you no longer wish to engage with the situation. Shortly after, you can also change the topic, so the person will be dissuaded from reverting back to the old one. When you're proactive about changing the conversation, it gives you the power to prevent it from getting out of hand. 7. If possible, walk away and give yourself space. Take a break from the drama. If all else fails, remember that you don't have to stay in the negative situation. Focus on growing elsewhere. If the judgmental person is a boss, teacher, or family member that you can't fully walk away from, give yourself space before approaching them again in the future. If necessary, you can also run your concerns to an administrator, counselor, or friend for help and support. How do you deal with highly judgmental people? Please share your thoughts with us below. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more content from Psych2Go and check out our Patreon.
Okay. So with this, how to deal with the judgmental person, have you guys ever used anything around this area before? Anyone use this before? I oftenly, when I coach and when I deal with my personally, I encourage people to stand up for themselves, because this is the best way that you're able to deal with every situation in life. You need to be able to stand up, non-shaking sound, and say that by that your own true value. I just appreciate the opinions and I'm just happy for what I am. If that is not working, you might have to consider it, that is this the right people and right group right friend, that you need to distance it for a while or forever, because of negativity is spreading easily, and it's not a good thing to tolerate that. Because of it, according to this line, and I love it a lot, that your value is does not decreases based on someone inability to see your worth. So if your worth intact, whomever that say anything to you decreasing negativity, it just gone away. If you legit and solid for your worth, and that is the way to deal with any kind of people, not just the judgmental one. You need to know your own worth, and to become this best version of you, it takes a lot of things to become this version, so you need to own it. And yes, we all have room to improve, and that is our journey. No one need to judge except ourselves.
Rachel says sometimes you have to use these methods many times before they work.
Yes, and yes, thank you, Rachel. Because many times Rachel said that maybe we have to use this method again and again and again and again. Okay, I tell you this personal story. My father, which is having a seam of communication of judgmental. So when but I love him and he loved me so much, but this is a habit. This is a habit, and embeds into the subconscious mind. The more that he loves somebody, the more that he judge and make a judgmental on them a lot, and that harsh. And I have to speak to him firmly again and again and again and again, like respectfully, and also. Yes, looks like kids, yeah. Sometimes, everyone is behaving so many age, yeah. But you need to be firm, and you know yourself that who you are. Like he like to criticize shape, face, everything, yeah. But if you know that you're beautiful, and this is what you are and who you are, and many times I have to speak to them. I'm happy with this. Thank you, Father, and I know that you love me. So you need to be creative to speak to these judgmental people a lot, in able to keep your own self-worth intact and values. Otherwise, you will checkening and grounding to their level. And it's no point to decrease your own level and your own value to their opinions, because at the end of the day, that person is none of your business to live your life. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Can you read me the first one?
How to resolve being judgmental.
How to resolve being a judgmental. Yeah, this is a very good one. So if you, because people that is judgmental, awfully judgmental on themselves. So practicing on praising yourself, or compliment, or tapping a shoulder that, wow, you done so good today, whatever that, however far, whatever that you do, that give them a tap. Give yourself a tap before giving a compliment to others. Stop hurting yourself or being harsh on yourself. In accomplish a little bit. Even a little bit is the progression, is the distance that you uplifting yourself. Congratulate. Whatever small, big, medium size of the success, congratulate. Even congratulate that, oh, you good today, you wake up early. I'm congratulate myself every day until I'm able to wake up at 4 a.m. That it's a journey to be able to achieve that. First is 10 a.m. and then it change and shift later on until you make a decision, and then it's happened. So with those journey, you need to congratulate and praise yourself, celebrate. I celebrate with my cat, because some of the cat is helping me to wake up at 4 a.m. You need to be creative with all things around that, and that is happen, and that is the bright and the shining to the life as well. So make awareness that you have the habit of being judgmental and harsh on yourself. Recommend, yeah, recommend others.
Borrow your this one to reply him. Where is your internet? Your your email. You want to waste time? No, that one will spend until another half hour.
Right. Sorry for the technology. Normally I don't use this one. Okay. Move on. Okay. All right. Okay, okay. So it's okay, guys. So the next one that is gonna help you is make yourself the approval. Approve of yourself that even we want to be slimmer, but this size is okay right now, and we're gonna get healthier. Okay, and recommend things outside, recommend people in the way that you think that you're gonna uplift their health. Appreciate little things like appreciate. Thank you, Luke, for helping. Welcome. Helping us in that way. Honoring people, screaming out loud, because guess what? What you send out, it's you receiving. So don't forget about that. Celebrate, honoring, accepting. The best way to stop self-judgmental is acceptance. Make the acceptance of yourself and acknowledge where you are right now in order to be able to make a progression to what you aim in the future. Okay, right.
Click the mouse on the screen.
All right, okay. So read it for me, please.
How to deal with highly judgmental people.
How to deal with the highly judgmental people. Can you please share with me that what normally that you deal with the highly judgmental people? In the chat box, yeah, and I'll show mine, okay? Anyone know?
Go ahead, show you first.
Okay, I will start by showing a couple of things, all right? So the first one is don't take anything personally. People often say something that through their own lens, or perhaps they judgmental on themselves so harsh, that's why they couldn't sustain in their body, they have to reflect it out there. And have a compassion though, have a compassion to the person that is judgmental on us. This is sound horrible and sounded. How can you give a compassion to the person that give us a hard time? Judgmental is made, not born. People that become judgmental, they've been made through their childhood, to their society, to their culture, to their upbringing. So in one person that become harshly judgmental on others, if you reflect back and look back that how much that person gonna be suffered throughout their childhood to be able to be that kind of person.
Here are some suggestions. Just ignore.
And the suggestion that you said that ignore, yep.
Avoid them if possible.
Avoid them if possible, which is a good thing.
Rachel says, I moved to the other side of the world.
Yeah, and move to the other side of the world. And that is a good thing, okay?
Yep. Stay silent.
Stay silent.
Listen, don't say back.
Listen, don't say back.
Ignore them.
Ignore.
Show compassion.
Show compassion.
Talk to him or her directly in discussion.
Yeah, talk directly. But all of that will happen without bubbling inside of yourself or suppress it. Yeah. If you suppress it, the emotion, that means you didn't work on yourself. You're just waiting for the chance to punch someone or to do something. But if you work on yourself, practice compassion, look at that, how badly that upbringing with it. Or look at in the other side that thank God that I'm not born in that body or that person. Because of that is the way that we do not want to be in that kind of person at all.
Yep. Say your point, not confronting, then leave it there.
Okay, yeah, that is a good one. Say your own point, not confronting and leaving that. So when you're gonna make anything like one of my clients, call me today and saying that she doesn't want anyone to appear in her own important event, but it's gonna hurt other feeling and she doesn't know how to do. So if she say her point to that particular person, you not ask, you just say that this is my event and I want this to happen. And that's it. You don't need to be on anything thinking about that, who need to know and do whatever that need to be done. Just leave it, okay? So thank you for that. And then let's go to the next one. Be compassionate. We talked about it already. Nasty people are made, not born, like we talk about it. It's very obvious. Look beyond that, how bad childhood upbringing that this person have to face in order to be this person, right? And look at it as a life lesson and give it a new meaning, okay? So if someone bucking you with something and you still react with that, so what you need to learn in order to move on? Like in the past, I was very, very difficult with when the man or some certain violence thing happening. I seem to judge a lot around that area. So that means that something inside me not even calm yet. So that is turn into myself, turn inside myself and work on that. And after I make peace with that, it seems like nothing ever pop or bothering me anymore with that area. So that is the way to, it's an opportunity to get the good lesson and good meaning in life if we took it in that way, okay? Don't sink in that level. So oftenly, you know, that people that are judgmental, they come from in the spiritual way, they call low vibration. Is not up to the high, to the awareness yet. So if you want to move on to the next level of your life, so just don't fight to these people in that level, because they are more skillful. They're gonna drag you down with this level more than you ever gonna pull them up. Okay, so go with the strategy that compassion, ignore, or stand firm. What else?
Okay, there was a couple of other ones here.
Yeah.
Show no emotion, because to them, their emotions just show that what they think, and they can use it against you.
Yes, exactly that. Don't sink in that level, because of you. If you go into that level, they are more skillful, and you show the anger, you show the sadness, you show the tear. They're gonna use that to spin out of you, and then make you even go bad and sad about yourself.
Don't give fuel to their judgmental fire.
Yeah.
Ignore is best.
So do not give the fuse. If you give the emotion, that is the fuse to do more judgmental on you. Okay, and see them as if they were shy. So people who become the judgmental, when they were shy, they've been brutally hurt, violently in the mental, physical, or emotion. That is, think about that. When they were shy, they've been tortured in that way.
Yeah.
So you can keep yourself, be calm and be kind, and thinking as a human being as well. Okay.
Someone asked, if someone is violent, how do you deal with it?
Yeah. If someone violent, it's that level. You never take that. It's just like, okay, that's it. If they verbally attack, you just say, okay, thank you, but no thanks. It's just this is not the space to talk. If they're physical, you have to be very, very far away and call police, call HR, and talk to someone, something, or psychology or coach or anyone that's able to help. If that is happening to the household, seek the helper, seek the one that professional and qualified. Do not seek to the person that not get out of their story as well. Okay. So that's one, right? Okay. Gratitude attitude. Because of if this judgmental, I mean, I remember I have one ex-boss is keeping nudging me, giving me a hard time, but he's also a very good person. But God, for God's sake, he's just like, it's very judgmental. I look into that. I'm gratitude for all the opportunity that I have, but what else that I can do? And facing with him, and if facing and doing bit and talking with him, and it's okay, go well, and it's go well. But in case that it doesn't go well, maybe this is not the place that you can grow. You have to grow somewhere else. So you have to look through that. Okay, so we talk about that already. Now, focus on the one that love and support you. It is very important to focus on the part that you love, and you feel the great energy, rather than let yourself be stuck with the people that nasty and verbally attack you. Okay, just remember that who love you, who support you, and how far you become till today. Anything that I need to know?
Is there something wrong with judgmental people, especially against those people who they judge? And then the other question, how to not sink to their level if he or she is your boss, who is a judgmental person? Okay,
so first is how to not become a judgmental.
Is there something wrong with judgmental people?
Yeah, of course, the person that is have a judgmental opinion and things like that, they oftenly have something wrong, because of they have been treated badly to the point that is causing the pain in their heart, and that is the self-defense mechanism to be projecting outside to hit other people before they hit themselves. And then they go back to hit themselves later. So how to not sink in the level of the, if they are not are your boss and your partner and everything. The boss, you calmly and talk nicely to each other, to the point, to each other first. And if that is not happen, not getting anything good, talk to the HR, talk to the department that able to, and then you deal with to the psychologist, to the coach. First you deal with directly, second you deal with the HR, and third you seek out the opinion outside, the professional outside. If all of that is not working, yeah, that is the time of you might be better to grow somewhere else, including the partner, including the family.
Yeah. How to handle with your partner is highly judgmental.
Yeah, we just have to talk directly to him or her.
What's the feedback in a couple of webinars ago?
Yeah, which is the feedback in the couple webinar ago with the BIF model and other things in the what is the delivery directly the feedback, okay, which is I don't know with you just have to check on the series, the YouTube. So you need everything can be solved by the communication, but make sure before you communicate, you not communicate from the hurt, from the pain, from the sadness and everything. Okay, you have to communicate from the place of love yourself and want the goal that you want. You want to work in peace together, you want to grow, and then communicate from that space, not communicate from the place of hurtful. Okay, right? So do not believe them. If you consider already, if the people saying that you are stupid, you know you're not, you success a lot. So do not let the bad, toxic, nasty people affect your belief. That is the torturing yourself, and no one ever gonna help you. Okay. 3 powerful ways to stop self-judgment is self-acceptance. Always do your best, because of you accept yourself as the way that you are, as the beauty that you are, and then you do your best to develop that as the capacity of your place as a mother, as a father, as the worker, as the boss. You done your best and accept that, and always have room to improve. Maya Angelou said that it is crucial for every human being to forgive herself and himself, because if you live, you will make mistakes. It is inevitable, because of everyone. If we do something, we will make mistakes, right? No one is perfect. The only person that never make mistake is the one that never ever do anything. So there is no growth in life. So accept yourself and then have room to improve. Second one is change your perspective. Changing the perspective of seeing things. If you see in this way, like if your boss give you a hard time, that, and if ever it's true inside of it, that's mean the place to develop. Okay, so that is give you in the self-development, and that's give you a perspective. The pattern in here is just we need to talk about a pattern. If the judgmental pattern, they come with the negativity according to something, maybe some look or some physical appearance, some detail of the work. You have to find that pattern and then go beyond that pattern, or seeing that what is causing that pattern. Like for example, working with your boss, and then the boss is so nasty about commenting if you do not having a paper correctly in something. So you know that trigger is about your report. So every time that you do the report, you need to know that that is going to causing the trigger to the boss, and the boss will give you a hard time if you do not do accordingly as she or he wanted. Or if your partner is criticizing with your work, what kind of work or what part that he or she criticized, or if he or she criticized the look, so it will come as he might not like the hair with something, you know the trigger. And if that's what you love, you communicate with him that, with her, that is this what I like, it is me. Either you accept it or because it's me. Just talk frankly, no emotion with it, okay, directly. So this is the part that if you not tackle or make it identify the pattern and communicate it, it becomes the habit of yourself and of the person that you deal with it. And it's become automatic, which is in the unconsciously. And that is have a default mindset. It's very hard to break. So you need to pay more attention about what is annoying you and annoying people. That is the part and the crew of you need to identify. It's easy if you're able to see things as an observer. You will see that your mood is going to the roof. That is the part that you need to take a consideration or make awareness that what's happening, that I need to aware all of this first, and then you will find what triggered that annoying. Okay, so this is the first part and first step. The third one is give up being self-judgment to the comparison with others. People cannot cannot be judgmental if they not compare to other things. So we are unique, beautiful, and liberate, and freedom, and unlimited edition, like we always say. So no one ever gonna be look exactly the same, identical. Even the flower, two beautiful flower, which is roses, two beautiful roses cannot be symmetric or identical, similar. No way, because we always born unique and limited edition. All right, joyful person. This is much come to the part that if we eliminate all the judgmental out of our life, we will be in the state of love and appreciate ourselves and others more. Be at this present moment. Do not bring the past and come to life, and then enjoy the moment and accept as we are. Say more love, say more thank you. Surround with the people that with the positivity, with the people that supporting you, and then you look and find more happy moments from the little thing. Just little thing is make a big moment. Do not forget about that. Celebrate life, creation, and smile. With that is the way that I could help you. Joy is not a distance, guys. It is the destination. Yeah, joy is not a distant destination in which you arrive, but it's the path and a journey that you choose to travel each day. So make joy as the path of every single moment daily. And yes, so for me today is like very, very grateful to talk with you guys. A bit grudge and technology a little bit funky because we in Gokma. And yeah, so with next month we happen to have a live workshop with NLP leadership, which is Luke and I will co-facilitator on the 9th to the 13th July 2020 in Bangkok, Marriott Executive inside 24 Sukhumvit. Please come and join so we can meet face to face and then can learn and share to each other more. And yeah, so if anyone want to join, come just let me know and let Luke know so we can talk about how to come. And another one after that is the ICF certification. This is learn how to be professional coach. The other one for NLP is get to know yourself more in the personal journey and also NLP coach. But this one is ICF coach for 16 to 19 July. Continue it together. It's also semi-online and offline together or live in the Executive Marriott as well in Bangkok. So yeah, and again with the 60-second leadership, so please join with us and see the tips of everyone in the group that how to become a great leader, a better leader daily. And today a little bit later, but it's okay. So thank you very much for everyone to come join with us, and hopefully we see each other again. And next week Luke will come back to talk about what is the topic. Surprise topic for next week. And thank you very much, guys. And then let's say goodbye to each other a little bit. I will unmute or allow participants to unmute, and then Luke will come to say goodbye. Thank you. Where is it? How can I show?
Bye.
Hi. Bye bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you ค่ะ See you นะสวัสดีค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ Christy thank you
Thank you
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys. Ciao, ciao.
Bye bye Howard
Bye.
bye bye
Bye ข้าว Oh you there